Hello, my loves. Welcome. Sorry if you were on the previous live. I was having some connection issues, so fingers crossed it sticks now. But welcome to today's call. I'm Jess. I'm part of Reese's team here at Yes Supply, and I'm really excited for today's live because if you are a part of the Yes Supply community, if you follow Reese and the Yes Supply team online, then you will have seen Reese constantly putting out amazing tapping videos. And what I'm really excited for you to experience today is we're going to go live with our live trainer, Steph. And so I'm going to introduce you to Steph. Hey everyone, welcome in. I'm going to introduce you to Steph, and we're going to learn more about EFT. So if you've ever been tapping thinking, wait, what am I even doing right now? You're in the right place because you're going to learn about it. So I'm just going to go ahead. So everyone keep your fingers crossed for me. Here we go. She's gonna jump in now. So hang out because we're gonna talk about EFT. We're gonna do some EFT. I'm gonna tell you all about our free event that we have coming up next week too. And I think Steph is here. We just hope the connection's all right. Hi, Steph. Oh wait, now I can't hear you. No way. Can you hear me? Wait, let me take this off just in case. Headphones. We're having all of the things. Am I the only one who can't hear Steph? Can you just comment in the chat if you can hear Steph? Hello. Can you hear me? Wait. No, none of us can hear you, Steph. Okay. No, can't hear you. Oh no. Okay. Well, I'll let Steph. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting us know, everyone. So when Steph can be heard, she's going to share all her amazing wisdom with us. But at the moment, do you want to try again, Steph? I still got nothing. Do you want to leave and come back? Okay. So, what Steph does on the team, so just to let you know, so you know, what you're going to receive when she comes back in is Steph trains all of our coaches and our master coaches. So part of the Yes Supply world is our coaching certification, where we teach trainers, leaders, coaches, therapists to use EFT in a therapeutic setting. And so Steph's job is to train all of our coaches. And so she's going to go through it with us today so that you have a deeper understanding of it if you are someone who uses it in your own life, but also if you're somebody who uses it with students, coaches, clients, then you can also learn more about it to pass it on. So that's really exciting. And Steph is also going to go through a little bit with us. I can already hear you.
You can?
Yeah, I heard something move. Yay! Steph,
Yay! Oh
we
my
got
goodness,
there.
hi. We got there. You know what? Today is already a great day. Everything's going to be, yeah, everything's going to be great. Thanks everyone for your patience. Sorry, Jess,
Yes,
I think I
thank
might have
you.
interrupted you though when I
No,
popped back
I was just blabbing to kill time so that we
in.
could hear you. And I was just talking about what you do for your job and how you're gonna help us all understand EFT even more. And that I want everyone to stay because I know that you've got a few things planned for us to go through live too. So definitely hang out with us if you love EFT, which I'm sure most of you do if you're a part of our world, right?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
so Steph, I'd love you to say hello and introduce yourself to everyone.
Yes, absolutely. So, for those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Steph. I'm the head trainer here at Yes Supply, and I'm based out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And I'm just, yeah, so excited to be in this space, in your energy. We have got some really exciting and fun things planned in the next couple of weeks, one of which
Yes.
is our EFT Masterclass, which we are hosting next Thursday, I believe, on the 8th, whatever day
It's
the
on the
8th is,
8th.
on the 8th of next week. And of
I was
course,
just
we're going
trying
to
to look
dive
for a
so much.
calendar.
I know, right? We're gonna dive. Every day's just starting to blur, and like when we're collapsing. We just had our master group graduate yesterday, and we were talking about how we're literally collapsing timelines, and we're like, where are we? Did we even start this? It's
What's
over.
going
What?
on?
What's happening? So And Friday vibes. I see someone in the chat saying Friday vibes. So it's like, yes, all of the things. So it's going to be great question just in regards to the event specifically. It is going to be an online event. And I believe Jess events
If you
EFT
type
event.
EFT class 2, I'm going to put it in here. If you type EFT class 2, it will actually just send
What is there?
you everything.
Beautiful.
So, oh, I've accidentally put an effect on my face.
Oh
One
no,
sec.
it's
There, there we
it's
go.
the
It's gone.
it's the Friday vibe. It's the Friday vibe. And actually I think that this is a really great segue into we're gonna dive a lot deeper into EFT, like what it is, where it came from, learning a lot about it, just like you would in our certification program. Now I think I might have one, or now you have a different one. So it's like
I've gone all
we're
weird. No,
mismatching.
it's
It's
there we
okay.
go.
It's okay. But we're gonna dive really in depth to EFT. But where I would like to just kind of create a very neutral and level playing field is like where I was met with EFT, which is, it's an amazing tool and modality that really goes with you everywhere. The best thing about it is you don't actually need anything. You just need yourself and a
Right.
focus and a detailed focus on what it is that you want to navigate through. And that's how I was introduced to EFT. It was like one of the first things that I learned before even becoming a coach. And it was a
Yeah.
way that I could self regulate. And in these moments, right, like the Friday scaries, which I thought it was Monday scaries, but now it's the Friday tech things that we're dealing with here,
Yeah.
or whatever it might be, whether that's like a pain in, you have a pain in your neck, or you're wanting a manifestation to come to fruition and you're holding on to resistance, or there's a limiting belief that you're holding on to. You can use EFT. Like we use the mantra, like tap on everything, like tap on everything. And so it's a great way that you can, again, don't necessarily need anything with you, just an attention and focus on what it is that you want to work on. And we tap on different acupuncture and acupressure points throughout mostly the upper part of the body, although there are multiple other pressure points on our bodies, but we mostly focus on the upper half, and we do a few different rounds. One, setting up the energy system to get ready to receive and focus in on maybe something that feels uncomfortable, feels like a real maybe threat to what's going on in our day to day, or just something that's feeling dysregulating in our nervous system. And we take some time to focus in on it. We bring up that energy and we remind ourselves that we're loved and supported, and held throughout the whole process. So it's a very like deeply compassionate tool and technique. And then
Mm,
we focus in on the negative. So whatever it is that we're working on. So maybe here it's like, even though I'm having tech issues, I
even
deeply and completely accept myself, right? Or honestly, it's funny that we laugh, and rather than and it is so easy that we can do it on anything. And I think that that's what's been mostly transformational for me. It's like,
right.
I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I'm feeling like anxious about a presentation that I've got to do, or a call that I'm going to run, or like absolutely anything. I could even just be like, I don't feel great right now. I don't even know what specifically it is, but like, let me tune into the frequency and energy that I'm feeling through a few rounds and focusing
Right.
in on that. You literally just walk away feeling better. So,
A hundred
anyway, sorry, I
percent.
feel like I just dove
No,
right into it,
what
but yeah.
why not just dive right in? Like actually when you were talking, it made me think that, because we're on team meetings and
Mm.
stuff all the time. I had a sinus infection last week and I put something on my Instagram story and someone said to me, "Have you done EFT on it?" And I was like laughing that I actually hadn't even thought to do EFT on the pain, my sinus infection,
Oh my
even though
gosh,
we
yeah.
teach this every day. And I did do
Yeah.
EFT on it and it really, really helped me
Yeah.
in the moment, just kind of move through that. So um, okay, so what I think would be really fun to do is if anybody's got any questions, like if you follow along with Reese's EFT videos and you have any questions about EFT, like definitely
Hmm.
pop them in the chat. Steph, you teach this all the time. Um,
Yes.
but what I would love to know is what do you use it on most for in your real life?
Yeah, no, that's such a great point. And I just want to make note here. I see that love Lena you. I'm currently getting my lymphatic facial massage and somatic healing certification. EFT sounds so
Yeah.
aligned. Yeah, it would be so like cool to incorporate all that in together. We actually have a student right now who's a massage therapist, and she's adding that in while she's massaging, which is like sounds like so cool. And to go back to what you mentioned, I think that what I do EFT tapping on the most is, and this is like a very honest share,
Yeah.
is like my parenting journey. So I have a
Mm.
2-year-old, and she is a very determined, independent, fun, and loving little lady.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and I know you know because you also have a toddler as well. And for anyone who here who has children or who has um like kids or is just navigating parenthood, it can be very challenging and confronting, and I think that I've learned so much about myself through that journey, and I felt in the moment so many different emotions that I know, having the awareness of what we know, I don't want to give her any energies or frequencies that don't belong
Right.
to her. And so the best service I can do for her is actually to regulate myself and show up regulated as a
Right.
parent. And that will help in that co-regulation relationship that we have, because she'll be able to maybe self-regulate a little bit easier if I'm also regulated. We
Right.
talked about this yesterday. We had our anchoring call in one of our cohorts, and we talk about being the rapport leader and like going there first. And if I were to
Right.
say like, can you remember a time when you felt totally happy? It's like I'm not really leading you there, and I feel that so deeply with parenting where I'm like, just relax,
Just,
and it's like,
just
wait.
calm down.
Right, like everything is okay, and it's like, well, my energy's not
Hmm.
mirroring that everything is okay. So we've actually started doing it together where I'll say like, mommy's feeling overwhelmed, like even though mommy's feeling overwhelmed, I accept myself, and I love you too, like letting her know that like
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with her. So I would say that we've now been accustomed to just stopping, just
Yeah.
stopping what we're doing and just doing some tapping, because I don't want to show up as a dysregulated parent, and I don't want to just show up as a dysregulated person, right? And like
Right.
in general. So allowing myself to navigate through the big emotions that I might be feeling in the moment. And then of course we do have other tools and techniques to like really get to the root of like maybe where and why it's coming up. And it helps me in those day-to-day moments just be able
I
to
love
show up better
that.
for myself, right? That's like I'm learning
Yeah.
that too. Show up better for myself, but and of course then show up better for her. So yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's a,
yeah.
that's a really nice, beautiful answer too, because it's like seeing how that's going to impact her and how she gets to handle and deal with her emotions as she grows
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So it's really special. That's beautiful. I know a lot
Yeah.
of our students talk about doing it with their kids of all ages, from like,
Hmm.
the age of your daughter, like toddler to like up through teenagers, because it's
Yeah.
both parties are having a lot of emotion for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that it's something that she's already starting to see. And I want to continue to teach her to have a tool that it's like, you know, we feel feelings all the times, like they ebb and flow, and we don't need to hold on to the ones that aren't serving us. We can
Yeah,
actually leverage tools and techniques, whether it's breath, whether it's especially something like a somatic technique like
right.
EFT, where it's not just focusing in and using our mind, but also connecting our body to shift out that energy. Because I feel like that's always been the missing piece for me. It's that like tapping into my body and really feeling the feelings to allow it to dissipate. Like we think about it as kind of
Yes.
hitting that arc of like, okay, we've hit like the top level of what I can feel, and then there's only down from here, like getting to the top of
Yeah.
that roller coaster and then being able to come down. So
I think
so that's
that's
been really, really great.
something that's really beautiful about EFT. If I think about where I've used it more for clients, is that it's able to it enables somebody to kind of feel rather than avoid the emotion.
Yes.
And
Yes.
oftentimes we're so keen to avoid the emotion and run away from it that we actually steal the healing away from ourselves. And because
Mhm.
we're with the EFT, we've got the cognitive and the somatic approach. And I know if you come to the class, Steph's going to really teach you on a deeper level, like more about this. We don't have time today to dive into it. So definitely make sure you comment EFT class too, so you can come along. But like where you're going through the cognitive, you're doing the speaking, you're working through the emotions in regards to how you're feeling, and you're tapping on the body, which we know science backs. We hold so much and store emotions and fears in the body. I think what's beautiful about the technique is no matter who the person is or what they're experiencing, they feel different. And
Yeah.
because they feel different, they're more likely to keep doing it. And
Yeah.
if you keep doing it, I know it's one of those things that the more you do it, the more benefits you're going to see in your life, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I feel like that like hits on such a a good point too, where it's like I think that it was such a rewiring moment for me and like conditioning me to allow myself to feel the feelings, because I feel like I held on to the belief of like, like this is definitely from childhood, right? Like don't feel the
Right.
feelings, like don't let it show that you're having these big emotions, and like
Right.
let's just keep them quiet. And so this gave me permission to like rewire my mind to be like, and my body, my whole nervous system to be like, okay, like we can feel the feelings and
It's
feel
okay.
safety afterwards, and like something else will come. And that's why I love EFT too, because yes, you are focusing in on what it is that you're in the rawest form feeling,
Mm.
whether it's feeling overwhelmed, feeling frustrated, feeling like I'm not going to get this goal, I'm feeling pain, whatever that might be. And then you get to think about, well, then how do I want to feel instead? And I think that
Right.
that's like such a good question to really allow us to create depth and create just like an expansion for maybe considering what we had never thought about before, which is we're so focused on the negative, we're so focused on what we don't want. Do we give ourselves chance to? I love the thought of thinking, okay, like, well, how would I want to feel instead? And it's like, I want to feel expansive. I want to feel like the school is going to come to me easily and effortlessly. I want to feel like um, ideas flow to me easily and effortlessly. And so that element of EFT is so big. And I
Yes.
guess what I'll give you on the opposite end of the example that I shared before, it's those like shower downloads, right? Where like you're tapping and you're just like allowing things to flow and allowing things to come through. So I feel like it's one of those, again, I really do hold the mantra of like just tap on anything. Cause like you said, the more we can focus in on what it is that we're feeling, more that we can feel the feeling, the more that we can also feel the opposite then
Right.
too.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah.
we move through it, and I love all of that you shared. I'm like getting excited, but I also want to be conscious of time. So I want everyone to come to the class so they can really learn the ins
Yes.
and the outs, because
Yes.
I really think that for me as a technique, it's been life changing, and I see it change so many people's lives all of the
Absolutely.
time. So
Absolutely.
in regards to what we're going to do right now, did you want to do any tapping today?
Yes, yes, I'd love that. So, what we're going to do is, like just mentioned, when you come to the EFT call next week, we're going to dive into what EFT is, how it works, talk about we call it the basic recipe or the process of running through EFT. And then we're actually going to run through an EFT session together. But I thought that I'd give us everybody a little sneak preview of what it's like. Again, I know if you're here, you must know what EFT is and you've probably followed along already. But I created a couple different prompts for us to go into the weekend, go into this day. And it's actually really funny. I focused on like, how is today a great day? How can I trust my intuition? And like, we had all these things set up at the beginning of the
Yeah,
day to like
connect. Yeah,
challenge that. And yet we're going to just like let that go. And
yes,
so normally, again, we'll set up the energy system. But today, what we're going to do is we're just going to focus on those feel good things, those things that we want to call in. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap on a few different points. I'm going to make mention that you can do two hands if that feels good. You can do one hand. You can do the left side, the right side, whatever feels good. You lean into today. I'm more of a kinesthetic or like a very feelsy person. So I like to do it with two hands, but you follow along. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on different points throughout our energy system. And we're going to say some beautiful affirmations to allow ourselves to land into. I really want you to feel the vibration of what is coming through as we're tapping. And then we'll talk a little bit about um, more details for next week. So if you are all ready, I'd love for you to start tapping on the top of your head and just tuning into gratitude. Just tuning into gratitude. And if it feels aligned, you can repeat after me. Today is already a great day.
today is already a great day,
And it's a great day because I decided it's going to be a great day.
and it's a great day because I decided it's going to be a great day.
I'm in full alignment with my highest self.
I'm in full alignment with my highest self.
Awesome. We're going to tap on the inside of the eye, like where the eyebrow meets. Beautiful. Everything is working out for me.
Everything is working out for
And
me,
it's working out even better than I imagined.
and it's working out even better than I imagined.
I am a match for miracles
I am a match for miracles
and magic and massive shifts.
and magic and massive shifts.
Beautiful side of the eye.
And take my glasses off a
Yeah,
sec.
sounds good. Every decision I make is leading me to more alignment.
Every decision I make is leading me towards more alignment.
I lead with purpose, and everything I touch turns into magic.
I lead with purpose, and everything I touch turns into magic.
Beautiful. Under the eye, I radiate confidence, joy, and magnetic energy.
I radiate confidence, joy, and magnetic energy.
I'm a magnet for all my
I'm
desires.
a magnet for all my desires.
What belongs to me is already on its way to me.
What belongs to me is already on its way to me.
Beautiful. We're going to go under the eye or under the nose, sorry. I fully trust myself.
I fully trust myself.
I am the guide I've been looking for.
I am the guide I've been looking for.
Every part of me is lovable,
Every part of me is lovable,
worthy, and deserving of
w-
softness.
worthy, and deserving of softness.
Beautiful. The chin. I am the source of my own validation.
I am the source of my own validation.
I've already got me.
I've already got me.
My inner wisdom is crystal clear,
My inner wisdom is crystal clear,
and I will honor it today and every
and I
day.
will honor it today and every day.
Right? The collarbone. My desires are divine.
My desires are divine.
If I feel it, that means it's meant for me.
If I feel it, that means it's meant for me.
I'm leading myself with clarity, confidence, and calm energy.
I'm leading myself with clarity, confidence, and calm energy.
Beautiful. We're going to go under the arm. You can use a fist and you can touch up kind of under the arm
Like
there and
here,
allow.
right?
Yeah, that's perfect. So I allow things to be easy
I allow things to be easy.
because ease is what I'm made for.
It thought I was doing like some kind of hand gesture.
Oh. Here, we'll start that again. So I allow things to be easy
I allow things to be easy
because ease is what I am made for.
because ease is what I am made for.
I am the embodiment of trust and inner authority.
I'm the embodiment of trust and inner authority.
Okay, we're going to tap on our wrist, final spot. I trust my intuition fully.
I trust my intuition fully.
It allows me to feel expanded.
It
And
allows me to feel expanded.
I'm open to receiving abundance in every form today.
And I'm open to receiving abundance in every form today.
Mm. How are you feeling?
I didn't even know how much I needed that
I know my
until
face is buzzing.
I know. I'm like, it's so funny because I first learned EFT from you and Reese in
Right.
2019, and it still amazes me how quickly it moves me into a new state. Do you know what I couldn't help but think whilst you were guiding us through that? Is how often we forget our own power. And we
Hmm.
forget that when we're struggling or when we're moving through something, that we actually have the power to, to move ourselves through it. And and yeah, that really brought me back to myself. And I didn't even know I needed it today. So thank you, Steph.
Thank you. And yeah, like if this, not that we need a reminder, but sometimes we do need the gentle, friendly nudge of like, we are our own worst critic,
Yeah,
but we can also be our best cheerleader.
yeah,
And I think that sometimes we don't know what we don't know. And having tools like this in our toolkit allow us to have modalities and create spaces where not
yeah,
only can we do this for ourselves, but of course we can offer this and support others. So thank you
absolutely.
everyone who stayed
Yeah,
and walked through this beautiful EFT together, and created an opportunity for us to like shift the narrative of like how today's going to go because we said so, we claimed that. So I'm
yeah,
excited to dive more into EFT because like we mentioned, EFT is so broadly used, and in terms of the specifics of what we're going to be talking about, the topic of the masterclass next week will be EFT, and we'll talk about how you can create EFTs for anything and everything that comes up in your life. And we'll probably tune into the energy of the group, and whatever's feeling most aligned to everyone, we'll curate a beautiful EFT for everyone there. But I'm so excited to see you all next week and dive even deeper into EFT and talk about how this beautiful modality has changed so many lives, and hopefully create space for it to change yours as well.
Yes, thank you, Steph. Thank you so much. I mean, this was beautiful. Thanks to everyone that stayed. Comment EFT class 2 below to get the link to sign up. It's going to be live with Steph, and some of the other team members from Yes Supply will be there too. And you can come and ask your questions about EFT or about the certification. And if you need anything between now and then, you know where we are.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, everyone have
Fabulous.
a beautiful weekend, and we look forward to seeing you next week. And thanks, Jess, for
Thanks,
hosting us,
Steph. I feel
and
like I
for
could
working through
fly.
all the yeah. I love it. That's so good.
Yeah, that was really
Okay,
beautiful. Thank you so much, Steph. And
thank
hopefully we'll
you.
see everyone on the class. All right.
Yes, looking forward to it.
Bye,
Bye, everyone.
everyone. Bye.